Hello everyone, today we are going to listen. Jesus feeds the 5,000. I'll see you at the end of this video in a short reflection.
When Jesus heard what had happened, he withdrew by boat privately to a solitary place. Hearing of this, the crowds followed him on foot from the towns. When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. As evening approached, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a remote place, and it's already getting late. Send the crowds away, so they can go to the villages and buy themselves some food." Jesus replied, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." "We have here only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish," they answered. "Bring them here to me," he said. And he directed the people to sit down on the grass. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish and looking up to heaven, he gave thanks and broke the loaves. Then he gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the people. They all ate and were satisfied, and the disciples picked up 12 basketfuls of broken pieces that were left over. The number of those who ate was about 5,000 men, besides women and children.
In this biblical passage, Jesus presents to us the greatness and mercy of God. He shows us that when we decide to genuinely follow Him, He takes care to instruct us and provide us in abundance with everything we need. Also, He tests our faith in the Lord, letting us see that nothing is impossible for Him. He guides us so that in every situation we experience we have our trust and gaze focused on Him, and not on this passing world that leads us to be anguished and doubt of His power. We must understand that although sometimes we don't understand His plans, we're called to believe and obey without contesting His decisions, since He is the owner and Lord of everything that exists. If we observe each situation with our eyes focused on the spiritual and eternal, we'll see the wonderful works that God does in our lives, and therefore we'll have peace and certainty of whom we have trusted on.